6 years ago, I added this furry decorative edge to my jacket. The original border was starting to look like roadkill no matter how much I brushed it. I like the way the fluff looks when the hood is down, but when I use it, it hangs too low. And this costume fur from Joann's clearance section after Halloween 2019 is basically a bunch of plastic fibers prickling my eyes. Cute, but when it rains, I'm often holding it out like this to see around. I'm finally going to replace it with velvet that I've patched together from this camisole that I've always liked the looks of, but it didn't fit quite right. And I cut off the straps and I added these beads. I'll attach them to the corners of the hood so that I can tie it down when it snows. Velvet does soak up the rain, but it's cozy and soft. And besides, Seattleites love to brag that they don't like umbrellas, but I'm really fond of mine. Rain, sun, wind, accessory, background in photos, like a blue halo. Time to detach this scruff. I didn't realize when I bought it that when it rained, it would smell a little bit like a wet cat. Now, tell me if you feel the same way, but it is oddly satisfying to detach a hood and then hold it out like this. I am going to insert a photo of a poisonous furry puss caterpillar up here. Tell me if you see the similarity. I'm bracing my resolve to remove these stitches and take another look at the creature underneath. After 6 years, I'm not sure if it's going to be a squirrel or a rat. Now, I was lucky to get some sewing lessons from my mother when I was little, but I've always used a really sloppy technique. Stitches too big, bulky seams, jagged edges. It's been useful to get some extra life out of my clothing or add some touches of decor. Here's the original border, and it's more practical than the fluffy one, but it looks like it might scurry away. It can't hurt to comb it a little before I cover it in velvet, but it is like putting glitter on a hotel carpet. It's not going to glimmer in the way that you want. This is as good as it's going to get after brushing it out. I'm lining up the buttons that were on the bodice of the camisole in the center. And this time I'm going to try it out first to make sure I didn't make this so big that I can't see. I am happy with the way the hood turned out. Turns out it is better when you take the time to measure something and make sure it actually fits. And I've had time to test it out a little bit with a light drizzle. The extra weight here holds the hood down in case the wind wants to knock it back. It blocks the wind and the rain a little bit. I can always tie it down for a little extra comfort if it gets really cold. And then when I compare it to the fuzzy caterpillar I had, this was a thought. It was a choice I made. Not a practical choice. It was a choice I made. And of course, if I can't use my hood, not really worth having the border on there, no matter what it looks like. And also with the soft velvet here, I like the way it looks in the back as well. The little buttons, a little bit of lace. And I always did like that bodice, but now it is part of my coat. Have a good day.